Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Yesterday, I posted a video where the Russians alleged or reported that they hit a command center of Ukrainian armed forces, where some generals and officers were having a meeting, and allegedly the Russians hit them with some caliber missiles from the sea, and they killed about 50 of them. Now it seems like the Ukrainians are returning the favor. Obviously, these are reports coming from both sides, so a little bit of caution should be exercised. This article comes from the Voice of Ukraine. The other one came from Russia Today. Russia Today. So, all right. I'm not putting. I know Russia Today. I'm familiar with their reporting. I'm not familiar with the Ukraine, the new Voice of Ukraine. I'm now familiar with it, and I can compare the style. But nevertheless, let's go and read the article that came today, June 20th, 2022. Ukrainian military destroys Russian 20th Army's command and intelligence center. So it says here, this particular army is a part of Russia's Western Military District, which serves as a foundational source for operations in Ukraine's east. So it's very important um, location or center. According to the Interior Ministry, these centers typically employ 200 to 300 individuals for analytical work. They are organized under military control and are run by an officer at least of the colonel rank. However, the number of deaths after the Ukraine operation remains uncertain. And I'm quoting, I can confirm that yesterday on June 18th, the command center of Russia's 20th Army was destroyed, Andrushev wrote. And I'm quoting again, an important detail. There was no solely a command. This was not solely a command facility, but a command and intelligence unit. All the information gathered by Russian intelligence forces was transferred to the Center for Analysis and further submission to higher ranked centers. We don't know the number of dead yet. End quote. Earlier, media reports mentioned the elimination of the 20th Army Intelligence Center in Kharkiv Oblast, but the information remained officially unconfirmed for some time. According to media estimates, 40 Russian servicemen were killed in that operation. Russian intelligence gathering in that region may not be interrupted as Russian forces use the intelligence services to operate reconnaissance drones and organized raids into Ukraine-controlled territory. According to the evidence provided by residents of villages in the northern part of Kiev Oblast that survived the full-scale operation at the start of the war, the Russian military possessed information on the number of residents in those villages, their military experience, and their personal vehicles. Before the invasion, media reports mentioned incidents in the northern Ukraine where unidentified individuals would ask local residents about how loyal they feel to the government in Kiev and what their feeling would be on becoming Russian citizens. What do you think the answers would be? I love those guys in the East. I hate those guys in the West. I'm pretty sure that's what they answered. They were saying. So let me let me ask a few questions if you don't mind. Snatch him. All right. how how loyal do you feel to the government from Kiev, huh? Oh, not anymore. Who's that? Who that? I don't know. How about the Russian government? Oh, the fantastic one. I'm pretty sure that's how it was. I mean, you got to be a Rita. You know what I mean? A Rita to below 86 IQ to say, oh, I don't know. You have to be crazy to say when these guys are come to ask you during a war, who do you feel they have allegiance for, or whatever, where your allegiance stands, to say, oh, they with your enemy, and you're under their occupation, really. But nevertheless, these guys claim this thing. The other ones claim that they hit 50 officers and generals in Mykolaiv. I think it was Mykolaiv area, and the Russians used finally, I would say finally, uh, rockets, missiles from caliber missiles from their ships in the Black Sea. I do not know if they were sent otherwise, but they say they were shot from the sea. Well, it seems like they couldn't shut them down, the Ukrainians. Nevertheless, who knows how many they shot and how many were shot down and how many succeeded to hit a target. So this is it with this piece of information. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.